Pocketable Tech here, and I'm live at the LG G3 Unveiling in New York City. So, after all the leaks and speculation, the G3 is finally confirmed. And we're going to take a first-hand look at the G3, as well as delve into the hardware and the software. You're watching Pocketable Tech. Hey, what's up? So here I have the G3 in my hand, and just like when I was holding the G2 for the first time, this is a very light device. Very sleek, very thin, just an overall very sleek device. You can see that just like on the G2, LG kept some hardware features the same. The back physical power and volume buttons are the only physical buttons you will find on this device. However, they did listen to the customers and improve the power button on the back to a circular, metallic, more tactile feeling power button compared to the older oblong plastic button that we saw on the G2. Turning the unit on the top, we have the IR blaster with a microphone next to it. At the bottom, we have the USB port, another microphone, and the auxiliary cable input, which is the same layout that we saw on the G2. However, they decided to move the speakers from the bottom to the back of the device on the G3, and I can't say that I'm really happy about this decision, but until I get my hands on a review unit, I'm not really going to say much about this. However, LG is boasting a 1 amp boost sound quality with these speakers, saying that the speaker on the back is going to be much louder than on the G2. And once again, this is something I will delve into much deeper in the full review. Just like on the G2, the display remains to be one of the biggest selling points of this phone, and LG really knows how to create the sharpest displays. The G3 packs a 5.5-inch Quad HD display with an aspect ratio of 2560 by 1440, which translates to 538 pixels per inch. So you can expect that the screen on the G3 is going to be super duper sharp, and take my word, it is. Just like I found the G2 to have one of the sharpest displays I've yet to see on any smartphone, the G3 still remains to hold true to this statement. In regards to the back of the device, LG decided to ditch the glossy hyperglaze backing like we saw on the G2, and I'm extremely happy about that. The device I'm holding is made to imitate brushed aluminum, and it does a very good job at that. However, it is plastic, but it's a matte plastic, so it's not going to attract fingerprints like the G2 did. Also, the back of the device is removable and also offers SD support up to 128 gigabytes. Underneath the back shell also resides the 3000 mAh lithium-ion battery, and in conjunction with the Snapdragon 801 processor, you should have a nice amount of battery life with this device. More testing will be done in the full review to confirm this. Briefly touching on the software, LG has slightly updated their UI to what they're calling a more flat design, and you can see that in the notification center. While to some, the notification center may look a little cluttered, you do have the ability to shut off the Q-Slide applications, making it a little more uncluttered. But if you're a stock Android lover, then the G3 notification center is something you're going to have to get used to. Also, in the software department, the G3 comes equipped with 3 software features, one being Smart Keyboard, Smart Notice, and Smart Security. And to briefly touch on these, Smart Keyboard allows you to adjust the height of the keyboard, really making it more customizable to the user. Talking about the keyboard, another feature is called Smart Touch, which is said to learn your typing patterns and supposedly will help lessen typos and increase typing speeds by 75%. The Smart Notice feature analyzes the user's behavior and will begin offering suggestions based on the user, which sounded very similar to a Google Now feature, but I'm really excited to see how LG is going to implement this. The last feature they spoke about was Smart Security, which pretty much allows you to disable the G3, allowing you to wipe your phone of all its contents, making it unusable if it were ever to get stolen or lost. Lastly, one quick accessory for the G3 that I want to show you is the Quick Circle Case. The Quick Circle Case allows you to access many features. What I really thought was neat about this case is that you're able to make phone calls as well as check and send messages, but what's even cooler is it allows you to take photos when the case is closed, which is very neat. Also, another thing that I thought was really cool is if you flip the and open it up, you're able to still take photos, and it doesn't block the back camera at all, making it a very functional case for the G3. I'm not so sure as far as how durable this case is insofar as protecting it from drops, but as far as functionality and conserving battery life, the Circle View case is a great option. So that's going to do it for the first-hand look at the LG G3. As always, be safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video.